Well, hey, I had told you that I would get back on here and share with you some of the reasons why people have been interested in going on the program that I offer. I've shared about, let's see, physical and psychological, emotional reasons. I was going to share about medical reasons, and I found that, it was kind of hard to separate one reason out from another. But I'm going to try to do it here. And keep in mind, the things that I'm sharing here, these are things that people have actually experienced help with. These conditions have improved or disappeared or lessened, things like that. So this is in no order, okay? I just kind of marked up the papers with different color highlighters. And like I said, it was really hard to separate one from another because sometimes a physical problem or a medical problem was very wound up with an emotional, or psychological problem. Anyway, so if you can relate with any of these problems, if you're experiencing them, or if you know somebody who is, know that my program may be able to help you. It's like a personal development program with a weight loss component. And many people who have inflammatory, inflammation problems, they're helped by this too. Because when you practice healthy habits in your life, it reduces inflammation. Oh, let me just tell you though, I heard this thing today. It's about a new syndrome. It's called angry jeans syndrome. What happens is when you sit down in your jeans, you get angry because they're too tight. So if you've got that symptom, you're suffering from that syndrome, my program can help you. Okay, so type 2 diabetes. I was a type 2 diabetic, and a few weeks after I went on the program almost 3 years ago, my blood sugar normalized, and it's remained normal ever since. One of my clients was on all kinds of insulin every day. He was in his 80s, and he went on program the very first day. He was able to stop his insulin. Now, I'm not promising you'll get off your insulin, but the point is that when you're eating healthy, and if your body is still able to regulate, your insulin and deal with your blood glucose and all, you will make improvements. And also, it will just be healthier for you if you're eating healthy and practicing healthy habits in other areas of your life, right? Makes sense. Okay, so type 2 diabetes, gastric reflux, GERD, okay, high blood pressure. So many people who are on medications for their blood pressure, and you even lose 5 or 10% of your excess weight, your blood pressure usually improves. Okay, wants to lower blood pressure and cholesterol. That has happened. Feels awful all the time. Just, have you ever had a day where you woke up and you just physically and emotionally just felt awful? This person feels awful all the time. A lot of it has to do with stress and poor eating habits. That changes. Okay, stomach issues, anxiety. It's hard for this person to work on her feet because she has to stand all day and she has leg vein problems. She's carrying around a lot of extra weight. Lo and behold, the extra weight comes off and the leg problems become less. Okay, okay. Some people who have kidney transplants, and because of that, they have to take a lot of medications, usually have a lot of problems. It affects their mood, their sleep. Again, when you are eating healthy and you are helping to keep blood sugar and insulin level because of eating the right things at the correct intervals, some of that stuff, sometimes a lot of it, will dissipate and you start doing better. Okay, a lot of people on CPAPs. Why? Because their gut is really big But when you gain weight, you don't just put it on the outside. It goes in your organs and in between organs, and it's sort of squishing things up inside. When you lose weight, everything can function. Your blood and your nerves and everything can function more the way it's supposed to. Okay, lot of people, stress, anxiety, knee issues, feeling down a lot, depressed, painful to walk. Their blood chemistry is no good. They have high cholesterol or other issues, high triglycerides, things like that. Again, diet can help that. But am I telling you go on a diet? Absolutely not. I'm telling you, my program offers you lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. So yes, there's a weight loss component to it, but while you're doing it, you are learning to change all those habits that caused you to put the weight on in the first place, so that you don't have to go back to being a yo-yo dieter. You can transform your life. And I say transform partially because diets are sort of made to keep on, they're sort of perpetual. Yo-yo, You lose weight, you end up putting it back. You lose weight, you end up putting it back and maybe more. Can anybody relate to this? But my program will teach you and enable you and support you and educate you so that won't keep happening. And you'll be able to keep the weight off and also learn to sleep healthy, hydrate yourself in a healthy way, have a healthy mental attitude, emotional attitude, have healthy surroundings, and have healthy motion, healthy activity. But no, you do not need to work out or go to a gym. And if you're interested about that, I can talk to you about that privately. Okay, so let's see. Sleep problems. Hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's disease, and fibromyalgia, ankylosing spondylitis, rheumatoid arthritis, and lupus, and some other inflammatory conditions where many people have received relief to a greater or lesser extent from their symptoms and their flare-ups, MS, Pcos. Yeah. So, again, I'm not promising this, but it stands to reason. If you are improving the way you're living and taking in healthy nutrition and getting rid of excess weight, your body is going to be a lot happier. Where there's life, there's hope. Don't despair. Okay, what else? Wants to learn a healthier lifestyle. So this happens to be, I've talked with several people who said, I want to learn to live a healthier lifestyle, but I'm just going to do it myself. Well, the thing is, all the years of their life, a lot of those years, they wanted to be more healthy. They couldn't do it. It's really difficult to break out of the ways that we have become accustomed to behaving and running our lives, especially with the food and advertising industry the way it is, with our just really overboard consumer culture. So on my program, you get a health coach, you get a supportive community, you get education, and if you want to lose weight or gain weight too, we have foods that you can use to help you achieve that. Anyway, we have like a whole plan. It's so simple. You don't have to make menus and grocery lists and everything. It's a really on-the-go type thing. Anyway, what else? Hypoglycemia, gets dizzy and winded a lot, has pain, wants to be more mobile, physically mobile, but there's a lot of pain because of the overweight. Wants to be less grumpy. Do you know, and this is especially in women, if you have a lot of excess fat, your fat cells also store estrogen, and very often that can lead to depression, and just a lot of sort of your emotions become difficult. You get rid of some fat cells, and that automatically starts improving. On my program, one of the awesome things is that within the first week, you will stop feeling hungry, and you will have all kinds of energy. And no, there's no, pep up pills or medications or any weird stuff like that. It's simply because of fueling your body in the right way. Okay, what else here? Cholesterol, reflux, doesn't feel rested after sleep. Okay, here's another paper. Oh, well, this person is addicted to Coca-Cola, and somebody else wants to give up smoking, but they're finding it very difficult to deal with that. Substituting good habits in your life will help push out the bad habits. Having the support of a health coach and a healthy community and education, that can really help you. Okay, a number of people talked about how, they had a parent or a relative or a sibling that died at an early age, maybe had a heart attack or complications from diabetes or, kidney diseases, things like that. And they wanted to avoid a similar outcome for themselves. And also people who wanted to be able to take care of their elderly parents or their children, or in some cases foster children, but they just felt it was really hard, because of the overweight. Some people pre-diabetic. Let's see here. Oh, a lot of people that seem to have a brain fog. I didn't know where to categorize that one. Is it medical? Is it, mental, emotional? Is it physical? I don't know. But when you are eating healthy, that fog goes away. It really does. Okay, no energy reserve. A lot of people with low energy, they kind of crash in the morning, in the afternoon. They just, by the end of the day, they're just ready to collapse. When you're eating healthy, that doesn't happen to you. Okay, let's see. Just so many with anxiety, so many people having to use CPAPs. Some people with low energy because of drug treatments they have to be on, like for cancer treatment or anti-rejection drugs, because maybe they've had some kind of transplant. And again, if you're eating healthy and practicing other healthy habits, you are going to be more likely to be able to deal with some of these things in a positive, constructive way. And I'm not saying go on this plan and it's going to take care of all your problems. No, but again, doesn't it stand to reason that if you are practicing a healthy lifestyle, then things will get better in your life? And yeah, sure, everybody says, well, I want to be healthy, but how to do it? The way to do it is to have support, to have education, to have a system that is easy to fit into your life so that you can be healthy. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay, blood sugar too high, indigestion. There are a lot of people with indigestion that I talk to, and all these things that I have read to you, and the ones from yesterday and the day before, all of them are things that have been helped by going on my healthy lifestyle program. We like to call it, not just a healthy lifestyle, but a transformational program, because it really does transform your life. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I am 69 years old. I think I look pretty good for that age. I'm pretty peppy and I have a positive outlook. And do I still have problems with my eating? Since for 66 of those years, I was I made a lot of bad choices in my eating and in a lot of other practices in my health in general and relationships, and oh my goodness. But little by little, I'm getting better, and I am experiencing like an optimizing of my life and my health, mentally and physically and spiritually. I mean, it's just really awesome. And that's what this program has done for me. I only wish that, I had discovered it many years ago. It's been around, I think, for over 40 years now, but only recently has it, sort of come to the forefront as people are particularly interested in health and in improving their health at this time in history in particular. There's a quote from, somebody, I don't know if it's Thomas Jefferson or some person you would have heard of. I can't remember the person, but I remember the quote. It's, "Health is the greatest wealth." So think about it. Yeah, I would love to talk with you about my program. It can help you, no matter where you're at.